leads Matt Poole, Louis, Day, Eckstein, Wesberg and Hugh Doherty in this accumulator system.
Well, Reece Drew's bounced back from having the fractured finger in the first race. Zane Holmes is up there. Clado with that great win in the round 2, or race 2's pulled him up there. Stewart's going well as well, Nick.
Yeah, he's sitting in there as we take a look at the next page. Corey Hill, Corey Jones, Sam Hamilton, Mitchie Miller, Tannen Linden, Trent Martin and Tom Trembar.
You're just struggling to follow those points. If you had 3 wins here, you would get 1 + 1 + 1, 3 points in total. The lowest score wins. So you're actually after the lowest score here today. There's Kane Eckstein. He needs a big performance. Haven't seen that keen to get too involved with you down there, Nicole, today, Kane.
When he's on, he's on. When he's not, he's not. And you boys pushed me out to go and talk to him. Thank you very much.
It's like interviewing Mick Malthouse. There's always a bit of trepidation, Nicole.
Not a happy chappy.
All right, we are set for a start in the final race here at Portsea. The women have had their 2 races. Congratulations to Courtney Hancock winning her 2nd straight round. And 21 of the fittest men in the country are lining up. And they are beginning with the board.
That's Matt Poole on screen. Easy to pick in the pink singlet. And they'll all run down to the right. So that rip that's been working in every other race is still on. You see the competitors running down to the right. Well, half the field has gone straight out, Nick. So half the field down to the right, which is that Huey's rock shelf, which is where the rip is, whereas the other half of the field, including Kai Hurst, has gone straight out.
Well, this is the 3rd race, as Mark said. We start with the board, the swim and the ski. So, yep, they have split right down the middle there. So we'll wait to see which of the alleys is actually working better. And, in fact, the one on the left, I think, in the earlier race actually worked a little bit better for Phil Clayton and Kai Hurst. But we'll wait and see.
It looks like the surf's picked up a little bit too, Leachy, with that tide dropping. The wind's just eased back a bit, and all of a sudden those little 1 and 2 footers that were getting pushed over are developing into 3 and 4 footers, and it's starting to take its toll on the field.
Yeah, spot on. I think the wind's dropped by about sort of 5 knots, maybe 8 knots. Gone down from 30 knots down to about 20, and that wind that was pushing into the ocean and flooding it down has actually lifted it back up. There's Shannon Eckstein moving on his way out. That's his new board, Nick, that he's got that... he got rid of his old board after the first round. No wonder with a 9th place.
But it was a new old board, wasn't it?
Well, I don't know. All I know is that he just wasn't very happy with it.
And once you've got that in your headspace, you've got to get rid of it.
Yeah, it was gone.
Well, to the right-hand side of the beach and top of the screen, our race leader, or our series leader so far for today, Kai Hurst, has actually gone to that right side. So a complete different change of tactics for Kai this time around.
Well, it seems to me that the right-hand group that went out is in front. So I think that was the right move, jumping into that rip. And mind you, though, when you watch on the start, it's very easy to just go, you know what, the rip's not working as much as I think. I'll go straight out. But from what we can see with the group getting split into 2, that right-hand side seems to be in front.
We can see Kai Hurst there. He's in 4th position. He's had a 1st and a 2nd. At this stage, he's looking very good to win the title here at Portsea, and it's certainly a tough place. In fact, Portsea is a place where they put the word iron in Ironman.
Portsea. Oh, what can I say? I love Portsea. If I was to have a home anywhere, it would be in Portsea. I definitely love that place. And as far as the surf, it's just so rugged. It's different. It's water's cold. When it blows, it's cold. It's built for men, not mice, that's for sure. I think we saw that last year. We saw so many good athletes come up to Portsea, and then once they hit Portsea, they seem to hit a wall. Well, that's what Portsea seems to produce, a wall. It's the ideal venue.
Ideal venue, and Kai Hurst is an ocean swimmer, and he said if he had his choice, he'd like to call Portsea home. By gee, if he whips down here in July, he might change his mind, I would have thought.
He loves surfing, he loves the ocean swimming. He's a real ocean man in general. Hit the scene at the age of 16 and made a mark, like Shannon Eckstein did at that age, like Phil Clayton did at that age, like Trevor Hendy did at that age. And these guys have been so talented for so long, and Kai Hurst going around at the back end of his career, Nick, and still going so strong. It's just testimony to just how good he is.
Yeah, he's done such a great job in continuing to juggle both his talents in open water swimming and also Ironman. Trent Martin going around with Shannon Eckstein there in the lead. So there's some fight left in the old dog in Shannon Eckstein at this stage.
And that was Ali Day there on his inside, on the right-hand side, who was making an attacking move to go through. And there is, in the black singlet, Kane Eckstein, the leader singlet, not happy. He's had a bit of bad luck on the ski legs in the first 2 races and feels like it's about time to turn that around. But up front, though, Shannon Eckstein's making every move. You've also got Ali Day up there as well. Kai Hurst is sitting pretty. I wonder, Trevor, whether Kai will sit back. And no, that's right. Well, Kai,
We can't
Trevor,
go to
I can't go to you, Trevor, because you're stuck on the beach trying to fix the jet ski.
He's actually
Sorry
got
about
the
that.
spanner out trying to get...
I forgot. But, I mean, literally, Kai Hurst, I wonder whether he'll just try to sit in that top 3, not make any mistakes, and just cover and know the numbers in what he needs to do to get through and win the day.
Well, it certainly would be a tactic that would see him win the day, a first and a second, so he's at 3 points. He does lead it. It's a good tactic. It's a safe one.
A risky caper, though, when waves starting to come through from the back, but as you have both pointed out, he's on 3 points in total with a first and a second, so he does have a good lead.
I don't think he's the kind of character that could hold himself back, though. He's having a fun day at the office today, and I don't think he'd hold himself back.
Any man that does tumble turns into the beach and then stands up and surfs his board in with a bit of showtime, I don't think wants to come in the middle of the field. And there he is on the red board, battling away. Matt Poole on the outside in the pink, and it's pretty tight getting around those boys. Is there any rules there, Leachy, or is it just first in, best dressed?
Well, you're not meant to push someone in on the other side of the boys, so you're meant to give them enough room to let them through. I mean, that doesn't mean that and the other thing is you're not meant to push your hand down on someone's board, because if you do that, you push the side of the board in and you'll flip the board over. So there are some rules, but let me tell you, when you go around there in a race with a lot of guys there, it gets ugly. And particularly in the swim leg, with arms going crashing over and feet kicking out, you can cop one in the face with the feet, you can cop a hand, an arm across your shoulder and your head. And it's quite nasty.
Can you be penalised by the judges if they see something untoward going around the boys?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, for sure.
But it'd be off a protest, wouldn't it?
It would be off a protest. And here they go. They're in the wave area now. All the competitors there in the yellow board. It looks like Kai Hurst is on the front. Excuse me, he's on the front wave.
Yeah, Trent Martin is in there as well from Avoca Beach. He's had a really good first leg. He's rated in here at 21st position in terms of selection. He missed selection last year just narrowly, but he's now in there and riding on there. He's in the white and yellow. Shannon Eckstein is on there as well, so he is really starting to work his way into this race today.
You can see those waves are definitely picking up. That wave the boys picked up broke about 170 metres offshore, and it'll just peter out with about 50 to go. They've had a little bit of a chance to drop the heart rate, get the breath, and now it's the full paddle to get onto the beach.
Must be around low tide nearly now.
There's someone out
we
in front,
see
though.
someone on a green board is no, not in first place as we go up to the front. So there's the yellow board
everywhere.
of Kai Hurst. So it's really spread as they've come through to the wave area.
Shannon Eckstein is in first position at the moment. He looks like he's going to be the first man up onto the beach. Although there's a couple of other competitors. Sam Hamilton is looking very good there. Sam Ham, good to see him in business.
Sam Ham.
And
he's
Kendrick Louis as well.
Howie, and if any leg he's going to go well on, it's the board leg. He's been a previous Australian champion on the board.
He's had problems with a bulging disc as well, but hopefully he's over the worst of that, and to be performing like that on the board, you'd imagine that is the case.
He's keeping an eye open for the yellow of Kai Hurst. He's not come through yet. And so far we've seen 11 or 12 competitors cross the line.
The swim leg is next, and we certainly won't write the man off. He's in 14th position at this stage. He's 13 or 14 seconds behind the leaders, which when you can swim like him, doesn't seem to be that great a gap. And there is the man, the story of the day, Phil Clayton, the winner of the second race, when he got what will forever be known at Portsea as the wave from heaven guy, Leach.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's made of cork. He can float, and he proved that by catching away with 5 other competitors. Caught up to Kai Hurst. Kai Hurst jumped on the wave as well, then outsurfed Kai Hurst into first place. So it was a magnificent effort, and one that we won't forget for a long time.
So it is Sam Hamilton. Great to see him out in front of Kendrick Louis, who is really right amongst the action to win the overall event today. Shannon Eckstein, Ali Day's had a consistent day. Then Trent Martin in 5th, Stewart in 6th, Tommy Atkinson in 7th, and Trembath in 8th. Doherty and Berg round out the top 10.
Well, there's Phil Clayton on screen. But if you look ahead, and you've got Phil Clayton in the white singlet ahead. So Kai Hurst is sitting back. Phil Clayton, who did such a wonderful job in the swim leg, is sitting in front of him. Then you move forward, and you've got Wesberg in there as well. Matt Poole is back in the pink at the side of the screen there. That's Matt Poole way back. So he's second overall in the point score at the minute. And Kai Hurst to be worried about him. Now, he's sitting back in about 10th position as we speak and needs to sort of make a bit of a move. So at the moment, Kai Hurst needs to move up, but he would be watching what Matt Poole's doing. And Matt Poole is sitting back at the moment, which is not a major concern for Kai Hurst.
Well, there's not much in it either. I mean, again, Kai Hurst has gone to that left-hand side of the beach as we see the ticker tell you where everybody is. So not a great day today for Kane Eckstein. He'll be back for the next round in Newcastle, though, and he's the kind of competitor that doesn't give up. So here is our lead swimmer. That is Shannon Eckstein, but down here is, we just lost it on the shot, but down there is exactly where Phil Clayton is with Kai Hurst. So it's not far at all. Look at that gap. It's not far. So they are really making up some ground here.
And Kai Hurst has taken the same option as the previous racing, coming to the left-hand side of the course. So he has followed Phil Clayton. So he's caught up to Phil Clayton now, Kai Hurst, and is sitting right in behind him. And they've gone to the left of the course, and that's Wes Berg sitting in behind Kai Hurst as well. So the way out, the navigation on the way out from Kai Hurst was so well done in the first race, and the second, he's doing the same in race 3.
Kai Hurst is in good form here at Portsea. Young Kendrick Louis, he is also chasing his first ever round win. The veteran Phil Clayton's there, and the master Shannon Eckstein's not too far away either. The big boys have come to town. This is Portsea. After the break, they'll continue in the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman series. Welcome back to the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman series. We are in southern Victoria at the rough and tough Portsea Beach. These were the points after 2 races. Kai Hurst with a first and a second. That totals 3. Matt Poole with 2/3 of 6, and Kendrick Louis on 8 points. Ali Day on 9. So they are the boys in the mix. So Kai Hurst has got a 3-point advantage, so he needs to finish 2 points in front of Matt Poole at this stage to continue his chance to win the entire day. Hayden is down on the beach.
Howie, mate, I found one of the legends of the sport, the great Grant Kenny. Grant, mate, the conditions out there, you've been around the Cairns a number of times in the years. What do you reckon about the conditions today? Well, I tell you what, 15 of us came down from Noosa, courtesy of Air Australia, to support Jordan Mercer, and it's just been a classic Portsea day. It starts off flat and pretty small, and it's developed into a classic onshore with some really interesting options to take from a surf perspective, and it's been really interesting to watch the dynamic of guys taking those different options. So, classic ocean racing for Ironman today.
And what about Phil Clayton, another fella? He was going around the Cairns. What about that last race? Unreal.
You know what? It's great to see a guy like that. He came with a really relaxed attitude, had a very relaxed approach to the race last night, I have to tell you. You know, 19th in one, first in the next. It just goes to show you how quickly things can change. But great performance by the 38-year-old.
That's it. We've also got your young fella, Jet, here. Jet, mate, you've got a big decision to make. I hear you're a bit of a soccer player. You went to try out for the trials, but didn't quite make it because you hurt your ankle. Are you going to follow in the old man's footsteps?
Oh, I don't know. It's sort of like when you're in the surf season, you want to play soccer, and when you're playing soccer, you want to do surf. But at the moment, I think I'm just going to stick to surf for a while.
Oh, there we go. One of the young and up-and-comings, and also one of the legends. There we go, guys. Have a good one.
I don't know, was Grant in a hole then, or is he 5 foot and his kid's 6'4"?
Jet is so tall. He's only 16 years of age. And, of course, we should remind our viewers that Jet's mum is actually Lisa Curry. So it comes from very, very outstanding sporting pedigree.
I mean, Grant Kenny is 5'11". I make that joke. So the young fella must be about 6'3". So he's a big boy.
So starting to look under the arm is Kai Hurst, looking for anything that may give him a little lift. The 6-beat kick goes. There he is. He's on it.
Oh, that is great body surfing from Kai Hurst. And that is a wave that's going to make a big difference in the scheme of things. Well done.
We've done the board, we're on the swim, and after this it is the ski leg. It's the 3rd of 3 races, and Kai Hurst just trying to milk every single bit of this wave. At this stage he's in the box seat to take out the round at Portsea, but a lot of racing to go. Matty Poole also in the mix, as is Kendrick Louis, as the boys start to move into that deep channel area, Guy.
That's right, mate. And also Shannon Eckstein was back on 9 points, so he's not out of it either, and will be fighting tooth and nail after the first round, Nicole, to make amends and win the series for his 6th year in a row.
Well, as series promoter, you actually created the point score, so we expect you to know exactly when the race finishes who's come first, second and third.
Just got a headache.
You got your fingers and toes all ready? Well, they're just making their way up to the beach. Just nothing there to give them that little lift in. Play-Doh, of course.
And the obligatory wave on the shore. So Phil Clayton, don't tell me, he's come out first again.
He's done it again, Leachy.
You are a miracle maker, Phil Clayton. Good on you. Welcome back to the sport. We have missed you. Kai Hurst in second place. Shannon Eckstein in 3rd. He's right in there and fighting hard. There's Kendrick Louis. Kendrick Louis up there all day. Ali Day, the new era of Ironman racing, he's there as well. So we have all the form Ironman of today, all in the mix, all fighting. The question is, where's Matt Poole?
Well, I haven't seen him as yet in that distinctive pink top, courtesy of Engine swimwear. There he is there.
Well, they're going around the Renault run leg, and the athletes are down to the all-important last leg of ski leg. This is critical now, getting out through this short break without getting hit. Nick, we saw in the women's race an absolute fracas with 5 skis going up in the air, and that was very dangerous.
Well, it seems as though they are clear of that, so going very north on the beach, though.
Phil Clayton in front of Kai Hurst, Shannon Eckstein in 3rd position, Kendrick Louis in 4th, Ali Day in 5th. They are the men in the mix at the moment. If it stays like it is, if Kai Hurst can retain his position behind Phil Clayton, he will be the winner of Portsea. But there is a lot of racing still to go as the boys head out on the ski leg.
Yeah, well, Kai Hurst has then now moved into 1st place. Howie, Phil Clayton's following. They've gone up to the right. So as you look out from the shore, they've gone out to the right-hand side. They've gone out to that reef called Huey's, and they're working their way out. So they're into that second break now as we see Kai Hurst and Phil Clayton bounce over a wave. So they are looking strong. And Ali Day's gone over to the other side, and he's getting hit by some waves. So there's been a split in the field. And, Shannon Eckstein. So Shannon Eckstein, if you go right across to the left-hand side of your screen, Shannon Eckstein has gone out a different way, and he is in 1st place at the moment. So Shannon Eckstein has taken a punt, gone a different direction, and it has paid off.
So the professor at work, he's thought about it, he's looked at it, realises if he goes the same way, he may not be able to match it with Kai Hurst and Phil Clayton.
Good technique too, Nick. Look at him. He looks like he's not trying, but he is so good with his technical part of his stroke, with his twisting, and he's leveraging off the front of the stroke. It looks like he's not trying, but he's flying. So there you got it. You got Shannon Eckstein, who's won everything in the last 6 years. Kai Hurst, who won everything prior to that. He's in the mix as well. You've also got Ali Day. Well, there's Phil Clayton. Phil Clayton sitting there in 3rd place. So Kai Hurst at the moment with a 1st, a 2nd place, and an equal 1st place at the minute. With the last lead to go of the 3rd race, Howie, is sitting pretty.
Indeed, in reasonably tough conditions at Portsea, the temperature's dropped, the breeze has gone on shore, it's looking pretty cloudy out there, and the boys will be starting to feel the pinch a bit, Leachy. They've been competing now for, in total, a period of about 2 hours. Their core temperature's dropping throughout the time. It's only 19 degrees in the water, and this is where the men are sorted from the boys.
Certainly getting tired now. It's good to see Shannon Eckstein fighting back, and he's really taking it to Kai Hurst. But Kai Hurst today has been so strong. Hasn't made a mistake. I mean, really, he was unlucky in that 2nd race with Phil Clayton catching that wave. I mean, if anyone could do that, it's Phil Clayton. But you would have thought on any other given day that Kai Hurst would have 2 firsts under his belt right now and be fighting it out for another win. So it's good to see Kai Hurst back. Welcome back, mate. You had a poor first round in the series, but you are on fire today.
Indeed, if he holds his position where he is at the moment, Guy Leach, he will be the winner of the round. He's currently on 3 points. The lowest score wins today, and that 3 points comes from 1 point in the first race plus 2 points for a second in the second race. Shannon Eckstein is back on 9 points, so Kai can afford to trail Shannon in this race and still take the title. His main danger is Matty Poole, who is further back in the field at this stage, and Kendrick Louis, who you can see there in the grey and white ski, is also in the mix. He's 5 points behind Kai at this stage, so he would need to get up in front of Kai and need Kai to drop back through the field and something to go wrong in that shore break.
Well, Howie, I think it's down now for Kai Hurst to really negotiate the wave area coming in, because at the moment there's nothing out there that's going to cause him any concern going around the course. But when he turns that last buoy to come in, it's going back into that wave area, making sure that he negotiates a nice wave, doesn't tip the ski sideways, and comes in nice and straight to set up his win today. No mistakes for Kai Hurst up until now. He's been flawless in the way he's gone around the course today. And what he'll be trying to do is do exactly that when he gets back into that bank area where the waves break.
There's the battle for 7th, 8th, 9th. Wesberg, Matt Poole, the man we mentioned, who's had a couple of thirds. James Stewart, Alex Tibbetts, and there is the man currently leading the series, just disappearing in the black ski, Kane Eckstein, but he won't be leading after today. And pretty rough little trip across from the Apple Isle on the Spirit of Tasmania today, Leachy. I think I'd prefer to be where I am right now.
I guess easy on that boat. Hopeless. Hopeless on boats.
That is making its way down through the heads and heading up to Port Melbourne. But here at Portsea, they're steaming along as well. Kai Hurst continues to battle away as we come up to buoy 3. Shannon Eckstein, he's shown a bit of resurgence, and if he can manage to finish in front in this race, it's going to give him a real boost leading into the next round, which is 2 weeks' time in Newcastle.
Well, here comes Kendrick Louis. He has gone past Kai Hurst, pulled up to Shannon Eckstein on a nice little runner, as we call it. That's the chop that comes in, that's formed from the wind pushing in. And these guys are flying. They would have been going out at about 8 to 10 kilometres an hour going into the chop. They are now getting up to 20, 22 kilometres an hour speed going down these chops. So it's a completely different pacing from going out and coming in. And Kendrick Louis now has pushed ahead, so he's done a fantastic job. He was sitting back in 5th position over 2 rounds, or 2 races, and he is now in front leading. So Shannon Eckstein back in 2nd. Kai Hurst will be feeling quite comfortable where he is. He just has to make sure that Matt Poole doesn't get in front of him on more than 2 places.
He does have to be a little bit careful as well, because Kendrick Louis is 5 points behind Kai, so Kai has to stay within 5 positions of him. So he doesn't want to let Kendrick open up a little gap on him and then have some trouble as he comes into the shore break, and that is obviously what Kendrick's trying to do. He saved himself, he's got a little bit under the hammer, and he's really pushing Shannon Eckstein.
Yeah, well, the 2 of them are coming back in on that right-hand side where the Huey's reef is, that rock shelf, and that's where the waves stack up. So Shannon Eckstein is sitting in a very nice spot at the minute, and that could turn into a wave for him. Kendrick Louis has come off the back of that swell, and Shannon Eckstein is still pushing forward. So this could be the difference in race 3. Shannon Eckstein went very, very close to the rock shelf, and that's turned it into a swell, into a wave for him, Howie, and he's pushing through and looking very, very nice for a win in race 3.
He's caught it absolutely beautifully. He tucked into that shallow area where the wave breaks. You can see Kendrick trying to follow that position now, and you can see just how close they are to those rocks. So you need to be pretty careful negotiating your way through there, Guy.
Yeah, it's a game of chance, isn't it? You get right in close, it means that the swells will stack up, and if you hit a rock, you're in trouble. So Kai Hurst right now is in 3rd position, and he's sitting pretty for a race win.
What?
Phil Clayton is sitting up back behind him. So at the moment, you've got Shannon Eckstein, who did a fantastic job down the side there, coming up, and he's going to take race 3 of this event here at Portsea.
Beautifully done by Shannon Eckstein. You can see there Kendrick Louis, he's powering up the beach in 2nd position. Kai Hurst, he'll be looking to hold on to that 3rd position. But the Professor, he has made a statement. He will be first across the line here at Portsea. Well done to Shannon Eckstein. Kendrick Louis is coming in behind him, but it is Kai Hurst with a 1st, with a 2nd, and with a 3rd. He loves Portsea, and Kai Hurst is the king of Portsea. Congratulations, he's taken out the round, and Kai Hurst, the 7-time Australian Ironman champion, he's back in business.
Well, what a wonderful effort. He looks strong all day and never made one mistake in tricky conditions, Howie, and he is thoroughly deserving of his win.
Nicole, wonderful scenes, and I think Kai Hurst will be a very, very happy man.
Yeah, we'll grab Kai in a moment, but our race winner for the 3rd race, first of all, Shannon Eckstein. Nice to be back in the winning circle.
It is. It's been a while since I've won a race. Yeah, the 1st race today was good. The 2nd race I felt a bit unlucky in the swim leg. I got past a few, and yeah, just had a nice last race to finish off, so hopefully I got on the podium.
They call you the Professor. You went slightly to the left in terms of the ski leg, and it really paid off. You made some good decisions out there.
Yeah, the wind probably tripled in strength in the from the 1st to the 3rd race, so it was quite tough in the last race. The wind's so strong out there, and yeah, lucky enough to sneak out on the left-hand side and get a win.
Warming up beautifully for Newcastle in 2 weeks. Congratulations on today.
Thanks, Nicole.
We'll wander over and see our round winner for this Portsea round, and that is Kai Hurst. Gee, Portsea is nice to you, isn't it?
It is at times. We're a bit unfortunate with the weather and the conditions, but look, this doesn't get much trickier than this. So, and we noticed that today. We've seen the older guys up front.
When you talk about being in the zone or having a great day at the office, how would you sum up today's day? I know you've worked hard. It's been a couple of hours of hard work, but it has been a pretty sensational day, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a little bit disappointed from round 1. I'm still a little bit confused. I watched the reruns of it, and I just couldn't work out where I went wrong. Maybe my prep for it, the 2 weeks leading into it, maybe I messed up my taper, but yeah, still really confused with round 1. Round 2 today, felt really good, felt comfortable and everything. A little bit uncomfortable coming in on the runners, but I think I've been just doing a lot of flat water work. But look, you know, here we are now.
Forget round 1, you're only as good as your last race, and today you're a winner. Well done, mate.
Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Well done to Nicole on the beach. Well done to Kai Hurst. A 1st, a 2nd, and a 3rd leaves him the winner at Portsea. Plenty still to come here after the break. A full race classification and the presentations with Kai Hurst, the man on top at Portsea. And here are the results from race 3, the final race. Eckstein in front of Louis and Kai Hurst, Clayton Holmes, Wesbergen and Ali Day.
Yeah, also Tibbetts did very well. Matty Poole was up there yet again. Stuart Hill, Doherty, Kane Eckstein back yet again, and Trembar.
Sammy Hamilton in 16th, Lyndon in 19th, and Reece Drury in 21st position. 3 races today. You accumulated your 3 results, and Kai Hurst was the winner with a first, a second, and a third on 6. A countback, Shannon Eckstein in front of Kenrick Louis, then Paul Day, Wesberg, and Zane Holmes. Hayden Quinn is now down on the beach with the podium presentation.
There it is, round 2, Portsea Beach. What an awesome, awesome spectacle it was. What a great day. We've got Ashley Forrest here from Nutri-Grain, Activations Manager. She makes this thing look beautiful. She's looking after the Nutri-Grain Facebook page. Amazing website up there. And what a day of racing. It's been absolutely incredible. We've had a changing of the guard in a literal sense. And everyone, if we could all put our hands together down here today, the changing of the guard. Kendrick Louis, 3rd position. Kenj, can you come on up, mate? This is a big day, Kenj. Not only did you come 3rd, but you're also going straight in with the black jersey, the new series leader, Kendrick Louis. Kenj, mate, that was an absolutely incredible race. Great work. 3rd, it was a count back for 2nd with Shannon. You ended up 3rd. You've got the black jersey. Boy from the Northern Beaches, how good does it feel?
Feels unreal. At the moment, it's actually hasn't really sunk in, but, you know, I started off, I just wanted to get a good start in the first race, and, you know, I probably couldn't have asked for anything better than that. You know, the second race, you know, I tried to carry the, momentum through to that, and, you know, I just seemed to be feeling really good on the day, and, you know, it came down to that last race. You know, it came down to me, Kai and Shannon coming around on the ski, and I turned that last can, and I just got on this unbelievable run, and I thought, oh, you know, I could have this now, and, you know, I just gained momentum coming in, and I turned around and, you know, Shannon had pulled this run and turned it into a wave, and I thought we could have had an exciting sprint finish, but, you know, unfortunately I fell off the back of that one, but, you know, I secured 2nd place, which I'm extremely happy about.
That's it, mate. The most important thing, you've got that black jersey. Let's hope you can keep it up there. Keep it on for the rest of the series. Round 3 up at Newcastle Beach. Congratulations, mate. Well done. Good work, mate. Good work. And coming in at 2nd place, didn't have such a great start at Service Paradise, but he's back on the podium, the great Shannon Eckstein. Congratulations, Shan. Good work, mate. Shan, I bet you it's a great feeling to be back on the podium. You really needed to claw your way back on this one. Great work.
Yeah, it's nice. Finished the first round with the 9th, so it's good to get some good points leading into Newcastle. So hopefully I can get one step better and get on top of the podium there.
That's it, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers. And, of course, the man that loves Portsea, the king of Portsea, the great Kai Hurst. Well done, mate. Kai, you love these conditions. You love the surf swim. It was all about the swim today. I think you really proved a couple of points. Get there on the podium, 1st position. What a way to go.
Yeah, look, you know, I had my fingers crossed, my toes crossed, my legs crossed leading into this race, and unfortunately we didn't get a swell, but look, it was very tricky out there today, and, you know, it shows with the top guys that, you know, these guys have been running around for a little while, except for Kendrick. He just seems to be getting stronger and stronger. But, look, you know, we're stoked with the crowd that came down, and also really happy that the weather cleared up for us and it didn't rain.
That's it, mate. Congratulations. Well done. Get up there on the podium and throw that trophy above your head.
There are the important standings after round 2, and Kenrick Louis, we have a new leader in the black jersey in front of Kai Hurst. Ali Day round out the top 3, Eckstein, Paul Berg and Kane Eckstein in the top 7. Next up on the event calendar is round 3 from Newcastle, New South Wales. That is on January 22nd. Keep an eye out for that from Newcastle. 6 rounds follow on for the majority of the season. A wonderful day here at Portsea. Congratulations to Courtney Hancock and Kai Hurst, winners at Portsea.